we bring our list. And we maybe don't get exactly what we thought we would right away, so maybe we don't have the formula right, and we start working on the formula. For example, if I obey, then God will give whatever it is that I've asked Him for. Maybe I'm not obeying enough, so I don't have the formula quite straight yet, so I have to work on my obedience. Or maybe...
Yep, up in the top left. Macon? Think so?
Pancakes have started.
Okay.
Almost a 20 too.
Almost. We're not taking anything off.
That one didn't get
Getting a little messy.
or not. Good. That one's off. Ah. Two at a time.
It'll be a wild game here.
Leave those two for you.
Good. That's good.
Carol. Coffee's ready, Carol. Put the camera down.
Russ said high blood pressure, you shouldn't have it.
Oh man, that's coffee whitener.
I figure, well,
It's okay. You get a double dose now.
cup a day.
You know what? Let people get their own coffee.
Do you want those in the oven?
Here.
You need more sugar.
I cooked it and didn't realize that's what they did.
Oh, that's,
Go carving it and here's.
what do you do with that stuff? You just, some people like,
Well, maybe it's
not, yours is still lit.
Mine's having a good time.
But you know what, the oven's on? But how to do it in the frying pan.
My grandmother used to catch her own turkeys and
There we go. I'm watching. There's a thingy behind us, Mom.
there's a thingy behind us.
A thingy that Mom doesn't like?
I didn't think I like it either.
That's not what I wanted.
That's what it was supposed to do.
You did hit it.
You get last shot?
No, I think I do.
Or rusted?
I think I did.
I started him.
Try and leave that guy.
They're really fancy here with buns.
Ready?
You get your utensils here, your plates here, and you go down the line, you grab your juice, and you go sit.
And everything in a short little trip here, so maybe down, well, not even so deep down.
That's the goal with the guy or something.
Well, I'm not hearing about it yet, but it's not.
Boy, I don't know about that one way over there.
So who knows what to do?
Bill, if I miss, could you just tap it in? With your hand? Overconfident.
want?
Swapping phone numbers.
I want to know why it doesn't just display like that. Hi. I don't want to be.
Uh-huh.
You game. Hi. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right.
Do you play that you have to finish the double?
Oh, a long time since we played this. Okay, then our penny's on.
When this gets complicated, you're sitting
good.
in for me.
I can't play off the Mexican train anyway, so.
Double trouble.
I can handle that.
Okay, but I am out of luck.
Oh, you got that double nine.
Yeah, I drew it right after.
Well, I had it once. Oh. And I threw it back in, and then I saw I had it, so I had to mix it up.
What else? Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Norma. Happy birthday to you.
We're surprised. We decided to make her queen for a day. So you can wave your scepter to anyone you like and they can approach.
That's beautiful.
Cut that out.
Actually, stand this side. It's me.
Oh, still two.
Now, which one?
Where's that crank? Should I turn the flash on?
That's true, and I'm getting to be good at those.
You're gonna have to get some pictures of these cousins of weird.
Want to we have a scepter too. I guess I get to be the one to say a few things about my mother because I've known her the longest, just about of everybody here. There's a few people that outrank me, like Auntie Zelma and Uncle Phil, and a few others have known her longer than I have, even. And in fact, I invite you all to, if you ever get a chance, to pin any of these from that generation down and tell you a few stories about the homestead it'll be a wonderful experience for families. And so what a great time to get a family together for Thanksgiving and have our family enjoy this time together. Celebrating Thanksgiving and celebrating the 85th birthday of the most wonderful mother in the world. Her pastor here has the right idea when he calls her Saint Norma. I have always introduced her to my friends, or when I told my friends about her, told them that I have an absolute saint for a mother. And so she's not only a queen for a day, but she is a saint in all of her children's minds, and we know that firsthand because we've caused her thousands of migraine headaches and countless heartaches and tears of both sadness and joy, I'm sure, through the years. And we're so happy to be a part of this. I know Frank and Carol came a long way today to be with us for this time, and so glad they could be here along with all the rest of you. So we have a little program. There's a few people here who plan to participate, and I think between the main course and our dessert, which is still cooling, would be a good time to have some of the. Joanne has a special poem that she's prepared for this time too.
Time, space. I'll begin with your Northland homestead when you were just a child. Your father built a wholesome life out there in the Peace River Wild. Your young, strong, capable hands were busy with farm chores each day. What with milking and chopping and gardens, did you ever have time to play? I heard once your mischievous brother took your diary to the top of a tree, then turned those carefully written pages and read them aloud with glee. Your horse Dusty once ran the racetrack. He was high-spirited and headstrong, but your gentle hands kept him in check as he carried you along. Except one day you had been to the store and picked up a mosquito screen. Dusty didn't like this thing flapping at his side, so he turned a little mean. He rose up high and bucked you off. You landed in the mud. He raced on home without you. You landed with a thud. He raced on home without you and left you in the mud. Ah, yes, those were the days when you pioneers had true grit, when skills were learned by the lantern light to quilt and sew and knit. You grew to be a woman and bride. In a shimmering satin dress you were clad. Your lovely hands held deep red roses, as proudly you stood by my dad. Time passed, and over the years, 4 babies filled your life. Your hands performed the loving duties of a mother and a wife. I remember how I gave you grief. You said, "Stand still while I pin your dress." You were trying to help me be a lady when I was a tomboy, I guess. We kids loved Friday afternoons. Smells of home baking were a treat. There was bread, cakes, and pies, and cinnamon buns, so sweet. You taught us to fold our little hands and pray to our Creator above. You always lived a wonderful example of God our Father and His love. I remember the warmth of your hands as they comforted my fears, how you helped me deal with life's many trials and brushed away my tears. Every one of your children and grandchildren have a handmade gift or two. Afghans, quilts, sweaters, and mittens, threads of love knitted through and through. And now your family gathers round you to honor your gentle style, to remember your loving hands-on touch, and bask in your beautiful smile. Dave and Lois
have sent a picture a little while ago to Mom, and I just want to read what's on the frame because it's so fitting for today. I don't suppose there's a mother or grandmother around that doesn't have a house full of pictures. That's one of the wonderful things we can have. Mother is the essence of love, a constant source of patience and understanding. Her gentle touch, reassuring smile, and endless devotion are a source of strength through the years and across the miles. Mother is wisdom, guidance, and beauty, whose life experiences guide her children on the path to happiness. I think it would be nice right now if Mother would open some of these cards that we have here, and some of the things on the table here, so let's just take time to do that.
Brad, Lauren, Cheryl.
Your birthday is the perfect chance to celebrate the gift of you. Happy 85th birthday. You're a very special aunt. We wish you many more years of health and happiness. Love, Warren, Cheryl, and the family, and more money for the money tree, by the way. Let's go put it up here.
Thank you.
Tom and Zelma. And here's another one just like
Yeah. Some more for the I'll be rich.
Originally, we were going to have the money to help her go down and see her latest and new with that, with all of their air miles from their world travels. Anyway, and so this will help cover the health insurance and some outfits and some spending money when she's down there.
Garth and Lana, Chuck and Trina. Yeah.
85 years would be reason enough for a one-of-a-kind celebration. Yet more than the years, it's the hearts you have touched that make you a real inspiration. So, Russ, Ann, and Rachel.
Just coming. Bill, Gwen, Kristen, and Kara.
Now, how do you want us to handle the cake? Up here, I see a birthday. Okay. Yes.
Isn't that a nice one?
This is from Frank and Carol. For the joy you've given, the love you've shown, for all the happy times we've known, for days you've brightened in large and small ways, this comes with love today and always. Happy birthday.
I'm already curled up now. Just what I needed too. I was really desperate.
The many times we traveled over to British Columbia in the car to visit my dad's grandparents and people over there on our holidays. We used to drive in those days over, it wasn't the Coca-Cola, it was the Big Bend Highway, and my dad used to call it the road of the 52 pukes. Because us kids in the back would have to get out and throw up. The road was so bad. And I remember all the songs we used to sing, though, on those trips. My dad loved to sing all those old songs, and this is one of them that they sang, 5'2", in honor of Mom here. And Lois is going to play it, please. best to get some internet songs and some karaoke songs from. There's no internet connection here, and we had it all set up, and we wanted to get together and sing a lot more of these songs. But I know that some of you have been asked to do something to help our little program here, and I may have missed you somewhere along the way, and so if you feel like you're ready, and raise your hand and let me know that you have something to contribute here too, let me know. I think Joanne and Kathy.
It's not a request, it's a demand. Are you ready?
Oh, we don't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel along, singing a song, side by side. Oh, we don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road, sharing the load, side by side. If all kinds of weather, what is going?
She got more the song in her book.
Where'd you get there? It doesn't matter at all.
That's the best part.
When they've all had their troubles and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just traveling along, singing a song, side by side.
Everybody join us.
When
No, just. You edit the whole thing. Just the last two lines. Just the last two lines. Just traveling along, singing a song. Okay.
just traveling along, singing a song, side by side.
Now we got one more, but you're smiling. Okay.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing,
Come on, guys.
you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. And when you're crying, you bring on the rain, so stop that crying. Be happy again, keep on smiling, 'cause when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
One more time. Let's sing it together. When you're smiling.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. And when you're crying, you bring on the rain, so stop the crying. Be happy again, keep on smiling, 'cause when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
And thank everybody for joining in too. I sure remember singing those songs in the car.
Because we had seen her recently.
And we look at him for 10 minutes and then...
That's the one.
You're the one bugging us.
I hadn't put it...
She died in January and I came back to the college in August.
You got 6 pies for you, so. Okay.
This is just before you go. Yeah. Photographers take a picture of Jim and Will.
Yeah, no, tux or
He was wearing a suit.
Day together and enjoy this Thanksgiving time. We have the hall, as Dave said, till 10 o'clock tonight.